Oh my God. I couldn't buy entertainment like that. That was definitely worth the trip out here. Insert finger there! You know, out of context, that's gonna be fun. God love them. God love them. They don't mean to be jackasses. Well, they do, but we're gonna forgive them that anyway. Who needs women when I've got tequila?
Well, don't you give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, everything's alright. My Lord, yes, Lord, hallelujah, I deserve.
White Rose, I saved your feedback. You always say the right things. You don't realize it. Again, I've said this before. I know we don't always see eye to eye on how we interpret things, but you're always like right on track with me with what you comment on. Just more like on a parallel track. So you mentioned for 12 years you've watched me do this merry-go-round, round and round and round the same old shit. This is true. I myself have made note of this. I believe at various times throughout the process of this project, I have commented on it. I've pointed it out myself, like it's this cycle. It's this repeated pattern that I just can't seem to shake. But here's the thing. Here's what I have noticed about that merry-go-round. Round and round she goes. But what I have noticed is A, the rounds are getting shorter. With each round, something's different. Something's better. Something's more. Something's improved. Something's changed. It's not the exact same trip around, time after time after time. You know what I mean? There's always something that shifts and changes, and I always find myself just slightly, with every round, slightly closer to my goals. It may not be progress in leaps and bounds, but it's progress. For instance, I just finished all of my financials for 2012. And here's what I noticed. Now, 2012 was not much different from 2011. I worked whatever I could work. I made whatever money I could make. I struggled and suffered my way through it. I had, I'm sure, at least 1 to 10 fights with my family. However, in 2012, my income was up 15%. 14.8. 15%. Here's what's even funnier about that. That 15% increase in sales came to me in a year that I had 3 months off and 1 less job. So it may not be the progress other people want to see, but it's progress. And I'm obviously doing something or my income wouldn't be up 15%. And now all I can do is wait and see how this unfolds. See if I can take that 15% increase and increase it more this year. And there are already lots of different little things in place that indicate it's a possibility.
Ice cream and cake.
It should have been me.
With that real white chick.
It should have been me.
With that real.
Where are you going?
Upstairs.
To do what?
To try on my daddy's dollars.
Stop jumping. Stand still. What are you doing?
Going
Stand still and tell me, please.
upstairs to try on my daddy's daughter dance dress or the princess ball dress.
Okay, go.
I gotta tickle mine's eye quick.
Yeah, I know. His eyes really upset me.
No, the one that's really fat
Well,
is the one
that's it. Over there.
Mm.
Just watch out for the mess I have right now.
You're sword.
Yeah. I'm sitting out here thinking, God, I could really go for a snack, but I don't want to run into the house. I forgot that I bought these cookies today. You mentioned 2 core points that, again, I myself have noticed, and I call them core points because they always do seem to be there, and they seem to be at the center of it all. One is my lack of abundance, my struggle with this money thing. The other is the problem with my family. Here's the thing. Those two issues are eternal. They have been in place much longer than the 12 years of this project. My struggle with abundance, that's as long as I've been making money. Didn't matter how many, you know what I mean? I've just always had that struggle. And the problem with my family, that is no less than 27 years old. You know what I mean? They are just there. And I have racked my brain trying to understand, because if they're that constant and that long, then it goes much deeper than anything on the surface. And anything those would connect to connects to other things that go on in my life that you don't know about, and then we're getting into all sorts of metaphysics. And I'll spare you that right now. I think in regards to those, for me, the approach at this point is to stop trying to understand what's causing them and start figuring out what I can do to counterbalance them. Now, I know for you, the solution is simple. Get a regular job. But again, those issues have been there through many regular, full-time jobs. That doesn't change those. I mean, it might help the abundance situation, but it's not going to change it because the issue's deeper. And it certainly isn't going to help any problems with my family. They feed it generally by doing ridiculous little things. I want to make sure I get this right because it's very important right now. They are so hooked on their problem with me and the problem that I am, and so focused on living in this victim consciousness they have, that they do not realize or even sometimes acknowledge the things they say and or do that make the problem worse, even if it's little minor things. And boy, do I have the perfect example of this. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is what I posted a week or two ago. Wait till you see this. 'Cause folks, I say it in the video you're gonna watch, I'm gonna say it now. I just can't make this shit up. So let me tell you what's going on. Real quick. I am on my way to Topton because today, the second Saturday in January, is the Geist family Christmas party. Most years I have the girls when this goes down, or I make arrangements to have the girls. However, I don't this year. So I'm going to pop in and I'm going to grab some food and I'm going to get the hell out. And let me tell you why. The only reason I'm going is to grab food and to watch the expression on people's faces when I walk in. Why, you might ask? Because nobody actually told me about this. The last I heard 3 weeks ago, the weekend before Christmas, and yes, I did the math. My mother said, oh, I haven't heard anything. I don't know if anyone's going to do it. There might not be one this year. That was 3 weeks ago. So in 3 weeks, they rented the hall and made all the arrangements. Possible, but not very likely. But nonetheless, even so, I wasn't told about it. I only caught on because they were talking about it. Like, not outright. No one ever said the words. But, you know what I mean? You hear shit. Living in the house. They They choose to ignore my existence so much that they think I don't see and hear things, I suppose.